Hey everybody, Gary with Basecamp Trading. Let's take a look at the ES futures today. You can see in the pre-market, the ES, we had a reversal doji right here that actually triggered to the downside. And then the ES kind of pushed its way lower pre-market. And then this bar right here was our opening bar. This was our 8 to 8:30 bar Central Time or 9 to 9:30 bar Eastern Time. So this was your 30-minute opening bar for the US session. But you could see, even though we triggered this reversal doji and we were moving lower, on these 30-minute bars, we kept leaving these bottoming tails, showing a reluctance, even though price did push lower. It was showing a reluctance for price to sell down in here, though. Every time it sold down, buyers bought, sold down, buyers bought, sold down, buyers bought. And then this bar right here opened right there, pushed down, left yet another big bottoming tail. Again, bottoming tail, bottoming tail, bottoming tail, bottoming tail. You see that kind of price action, even though you did continue to kind of work your way lower, that's definitely a red flag that's letting you know that buyers are definitely present in this area and they kept buying down in this area. And then on this bar, again, opened right here, pushed down, left the bottoming tail. Then the entire body of the bar was all buying, closed above the 50 EMA. We know that the 200 and the 50, significant support and resistance. So closed back above resistance with a strong bullish bar. Again, left the bottoming tail. The entire body of the bar was all buying. Little tiny topping tail right there, but not much. Closed above resistance. Next bar opened right here, came down, tested resistance, triggered this bar. This was another low high reversal bar. See, we broke the previous bar's low, we had a lower low, and then we had a very strong move to the upside. Left the bottoming tail, all buying, closed at a high. So this was a low high reversal bar right here. This next bar triggered it to the upside, and then it was off to the races. I mean, the 5 and 13 crossed to the upside, momentum crossed to the upside and went bullish. And really, from this point on, the long side of the ES was really the only side to trade on today. And you can tell it was in a pretty decent trend. We never had one single close. Once we broke above the 5 EMA here, we never had a close underneath the 5 EMA the rest of the day. Came down here, touched it a couple times, bounced off of it, bounced off of it. Actually did have a close underneath it right here, and it's close. I mean, it's right on it. But this bar actually opened right here and then closed up here, and then we continue to push higher. But again, for the most part, the ES was trending, no closes below the 5 EMA, and it just kind of drifted its way higher the rest of the day. But again, we had the low high reversal closing above resistance. The next bar was a bullish bar that triggered that bar, and up we went. And it gave us some pretty good Unirenko trades. This was our Unirenko chart, and you can see that we had some slop there. We had that reversal doji in the pre-market, pushed down, and then a little sloppy here off the open. A lot of chop, which is normal. You know, there's the open, you get a lot of up and down swings in that first 30 minutes off the open. And then right in here is where we actually put in the low high reversal. And that was from here to here was that low high reversal. And then right in here, as we had our wick off the 18, is when that next bar was triggering the low high reversal to the upside. So you entered on our wick off the 18 trade. We had the Trender Pro 2.0 signal, and this was a pretty steady push up. I mean, a little bit of pullback. You can see a few little small tails here, but nothing stopping you out. And this ran for 24 points all the way to the upside, or potential 24 points. Nobody's catching all of it, but that would have been $1,200 per contract, you were definitely locking in your $1,000. Anytime you get $1,000 on a trade, you need to lock that in. I mean, $1,000 on a single trade is a good trade when you're intraday trading. And so you would have locked in your $1,000 on here, maybe got more, maybe not. Had the pullback, set up another wick off the 18 with the Trender Pro 2.0 entry, and this was good for potentially another $700 to the upside. Again, probably not catching all of it, but should have got 500 or 600 out of it at the very least. Then we just kind of chopped through the rest of the day and drifted higher. But um, another couple really good potential opportunities off a low high reversal, and we were getting a warning sign. Again, the warning sign was these bottoming tails. These bottoming tails were telling us that the ES was definitely reluctant to sell off and ended up pushing the other way.